Hi, we are on our 5th out of your 6 videos. So this is your stress and tension release, stress-free, I guess. And so we're really going to hold everything for longer today. We're going to hold each pose for 3 to 5 breaths. I'm not real good at that. I'm not very patient with it. So I'm really having to slow myself down as well. So we want to start seated in just a really comfortable seated position. And I say that because the first one first seated here, we are going to hold for 8 to 10 breaths. So I want you to get really comfortable and be able to release everything, whether it's a simple cross-legged or one leg in front, or if you need to put your feet out, whatever you would like to do. And we're going to cup our hands. So put one hand right inside the other and rest that in your lap. And we're actually going to do an Om today together. And I have not been a big fan of doing these. I've always felt a little silly doing it. But the more I've been doing it the last few months, the better I've been feeling. And the whole idea of it is to commune with the people that you're doing yoga with. So you're hearing the vibrations and you're feeling the vibrations within your body. So when we do this Om, we breathe in, take a big breath in through our nose with our mouth closed. And then we open our lips and we Om as we exhale. And when we're getting towards the end of it, we close our lips and we feel the vibration in our lips and in our mouth and in our throat and then through our body. So if you're feeling silly about it, just kind of let it go. We'll feel silly together. But the first thing I want you to do then is to close your eyes in your seated position. Take a couple of breaths here. And now we're going to take a big inhale through our nose and exhale with our Om. So inhale. Om. And do another 8 breaths on your own. Our mantra for today is, this is a time for stillness. This is a time for breath. This is a time for stillness. This is a time for breath. One more breath in and release that out. And let's blink open our eyes. I wasn't counting. I hope you did 8 breaths. So today with our stress reduction, we're going to work on stretching our neck, our shoulders, our sides, and our hips. And we hold a lot of tension. Obviously, we know on our necks and our shoulders, our hips, but to open up your sides is to open up in between those 2 areas. So we're really stretching everything out. So the first thing I want you to do is to bow your head gently and just kind of let it drop down. Don't force it down. And then take your hands and put them right behind and just rest them on the back of your head. Don't push. Just kind of rest it there. And then take an inhale here. And then an exhale, pull your elbows together and really round in your upper back. Pull in your belly. And then inhale, open everything up. So opening up your elbows Opening up your chest, looking up. Exhale, round into this, pulling your elbows together with that light weight on your head. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round in. It's kind of like a cat-cow. Inhale, open, cat-cow, but with a gentle weight on your head. Exhale. And really stretch across the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, and release that down. Now with your left hand, I don't know if this is going to mirror or not, do whatever hand you want. I'm going to do my left hand down, inhale my right arm up, and then just exhale across. And you don't need to put a lot of weight in this hand, just use it as balance. And really feel that good stretch all the way up your side, shooting out through your fingertips energy. Keep your sits bones, keep your butt grounded. Don't drop your shoulders. See, I was kind of hunching up. We want to drop our shoulders. We don't want to drop in, but have it straight across us here. You can look up if that feels good. Or look down. One more breath here. And exhale. Now we're going to keep this other hand down. Going to inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bend over. You can see better on this without the books behind it. My arm is straight over my shoulder here. My head is in line. You can stretch this hand out further. Not collapsing in, releasing any tension in your neck. You might just want to roll your head around a little bit. Make sure your sits bone is grounded. Make sure you're not, I'm just kind of collapsing into this hand, so make sure we're not doing that too. One more good stretch. And then exhale, release that down. Now we're going to move into a low lunge. And I'm going to put my left foot forward first. Right foot back. Oops, boy, I got a wobbly there. You want to lean in to really stretch out that quad, stretch out the front of this hip. And then we're going to take and we're going to clasp our hands behind us and pull your shoulders down and open your chest and look up. Really push into that front foot to hold that knee at a right degree angle. Push into the bottom of that back foot to balance yourself. Big breaths. One more big breath in. Exhale and release. We're just going to switch legs here. If that hurts your knee, you can roll up your mat or put a padding under your knee if that would help. So again, right degree angle with this front leg. Lean into, pulling your sits bones forward and down. We're going to clasp our hands again, but the non-habitual way. So your other pinky is on the bottom and your different thumb is on the top. Pull down, really pull the shoulder blades together. Open the chest and look up. Even see if you can try to push those palms together. Just pulls your arms a little more. I have a hard time with that, but just Lots of energy in your arms, pulling your chest open, pulling your shoulder blades together. Weight in your feet. One more big breath in here. And release that. Now, I forgot to do the other side, but we're going to come back to it. I want you to put your left hand down and just gently rest it here and do a twist. You want to stack your shoulders. Make sure your knee isn't coming out. Mine is trying to splay out, so just pull that into the center line. Look up at your hand. Twist from the waist. Come down out of that. We're going to do the other side that I forgot to do. So hand gently resting down here, not too much weight, leaning into it. Putting my left arm up. Making sure you're not twisting, or splaying that knee out. Twisting from the waist. To get a bigger stretch in that shoulder, you can even wrap your hand around and open up that shoulder. Not too much weight in this hand so you're not collapsing. And then come out of that. Now we're going to move into what's called Malasana. So your knees come in, your feet are the same, are out, and your knees are going out the same direction as your feet are. If your heels are coming up, if you're like this, you might want to just stretch them out a little bit more. This is a tough pose. Put your hands at the heart center and you're pushing against your knees and really getting that good stretch in your hips. You don't want to be collapsing in this way. You want to be straight up. You can also roll your mat up and put it underneath your heels. You can be at the front or the back of your mat and roll your mat up, or put a towel or something in between there. But you can even rock side to side. If you need to come out of it, give yourself a break and then come back into it. Pushing your palms together, pushing your knees out. For 3, 2, 1. Release your hands down. Come up. Heel toe your feet together. And just hang down in a nice forward fold. You can have a gentle bend to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Heavy head. You might want to just shake it, yes, and nod it, yes, shake it, no. Just release everything into this. Let go of any tension in your body. On our next inhale, we're going to come all the way up. So inhale, rise up. Oh, you can't see him anymore. To mountain pose. Hands to heart center. Okay, I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can see me here. We're going to move into a mountain pose. You can keep your hands heart center, or you can have them at your chest. Chest. Your hips. Don't put them at your chest. And for mountain pose, switch your weight over to one leg, and then you can either take this knee, turn it out, and you can just rest as sort of like a kickstand here. Or you can put your foot up to your calf. You just don't want it on your knee. Or you can bring it all the way up to inside your hip, and you're pushing your hip into your foot, your foot into your hip, really holding everything tight in here. Your knee is moving out. Find one spot that's not moving to look at, your drishti. We're just going to stay here for a few breaths. Put your hands at heart center. If you're feeling very balanced and comfortable, you can bring them all the way up to a tree, full tree pose. Tree pose is great for balance, for focus, for breathing. It's hard to think about other things when you're focusing and when you're breathing. One more breath in and exhale. Slowly release that. We're going to switch to the other leg. Again, shift your weight over. Try to remain upright. Shift over. You can do kickstand. You can put your foot here. You can bring it all the way in. Hands at your hips. Heart center. Or all the way up. If you sway, then you're a palm tree. If you fall out of it, that's okay. Just come back into it. It's not about the pose. It's about the breath, the focus, and the balance. One more big breath in. And release that. Okay, I'm going to step back onto the mat here. So you're going to want to turn to if you aren't already, to face the long edge of your mat. We're going to come down into a goddess squat. So again, trying to stay upright, tuck your tailbone under, pull your core in. Come down, your toes are facing out, your knees are facing out. You're resting your hands on your thighs. And then on a big breath in, and then an exhale, you're going to twist one shoulder down to the opposite knee. You just really want to push against that opposite hand, the hand that your shoulder is down, push against that knee. You can sway here a little bit if you want. You don't have to be this low. If you're finding that you're holding tension someplace, see if you can release that. Inhale up, come out of it, wiggle a little bit, come back into your goddess squat. I love that term, goddess squat. Inhale up, exhale, bring your other shoulder to the opposite knee, push against that inner knee. Sway a little bit. Don't forget to breathe. Settle in. One more breath. And then come out of that. Now we're going to rise up into star pose. Can't see it, but my hands are very well spread here. Star pose. And then clasp your hands behind you. Bend your knees and come into humble horse in a goddess squat. So bend your knees as much as you want. You can come all the way down. You can be up here. Most important thing is letting your head hang heavy. Opening up those shoulders. I've seen yoga instructors be able to put their hands all the way up over their head. I can't do that. Humble goddess. Release that down Again, feet parallel, just hang heavy here again. Let all of that go. And then you want to heel toe your feet together and come to the front of your mat. I thought I had this better so that you'd be able to see everything. So we're going to do a sun salutation, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Forward fold. And then we're going to come back into a crescent lunge. I brought my left foot back. Hands up on your knee. And then when you're ready, come all the way up. If you want to drop your knee, you can do it from here, or you can do a full one. I'm going to drop my knee so you can see what I'm doing. From this pose, from our crescent, we're going to reach up like we're grabbing a rope, like we're doing a rope pull. You're stretching out your side. You're really stretching things out. We're not arching though. I just noticed I looked like I was kind of arching. So stretch, stretch. Just grab that rope. Stretching out your side. I'm going to come back up on off of my knee. Next, right, left, and then on our exhale, we're going to step forward and just let everything hang down. Plant our hands, put your other leg back into our crescent pose again. Again, if you need to put that knee down, go ahead. Come all the way up to crescent. Now we're going to stretch and climb that rope again. Just really pulling out of your torso. Keeping everything pulled to the midline, the center of your body. Pull your abs in. Legs are energized. One more stretch on each side. And then we're going to do the exhale. Just let everything hang. Let your head hang heavy again. Nod it, shake it. And your next inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. We're just going to bend and we're going to come all the way down to our mat, lying on our back. So slowly and with an intention, we're going to come all the way down. Bring our feet in so that our knees are right over our ankles. Our feet are in close to our bottom. And then on the next inhale, we're going to rise up into a bridge pose. Keep your arms pushed down, or you can grab the sides of the mat. We're going to hold this for 5 breaths. You can close your eyes. Make sure you've got weight evenly in your feet. I have 1 breath left. Exhale. Come down. And just release that. We're going to do that one more time. I like to close my eyes because I feel like I can focus better. So here we go. Inhale up. And tuck your shoulder blades under. You can clasp your hands underneath you, or just rest them by your side. Think about getting that chest up, but having space between your chest and your chin, like you're holding an orange. So your chin is up to the ceiling. Ooh, I'm shaking a little. One more breath in. And exhale down. Now put your feet together in a cobbler's pose, or a Supta Baddha Konasana it's called. And take your arms overhead and let your fingertips gently touch. So you've got your knees out and there's a diamond shape with your legs and a diamond shape over your head. And you're just going to relax here. Now release your hands and pick your knees up, your legs up with them. Leave your knees touching, but bring your feet as wide as your mat. And just let your legs fall in. Put your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your heart center. And just relax into this pose. Ease up on those inner thighs and hips. Feel your heart beating. Oh, I just felt my shoulders and my arms were a little tensed. So I let them release, let them go. Release the tension in your body. Good. Now bring your knees in and give them a good hug in your chest. Leave your left leg bent and put your right leg over the top. We're going to do a supine pigeon, half pigeon pose. So reach between your legs and either grab the back of your thigh or grab your shin and pull in while your right elbow is pushing your right knee away. Keep your feet flexed, protect your knees. You might just want to rock a little. It's like a little massage on your lower back. Done a lot of hip work today, so we're releasing that. Now release your hands, put your hands out to a T. Leave your legs right as the position they are, but roll them over to the right side until your foot comes down and your knee comes down and you're looking over your left shoulder. I'm looking over my right now so I can look at you, but look over your opposite shoulder and let that foot just be a little bit of a weight on top of that knee. And do a nice twist. Your chest is opening up to the ceiling. You're releasing your neck. You're lengthening your torso, stretching out that side. Okay, bring that back in. Again, hug your knees to your chest, and we're going to do it on the opposite side. So thread that needle in your half pigeon pose here, feet flexed. Really pulling in on that bent leg. Again, massage that lower back a little bit. Relax your shoulders. Okay, release that, and again put your arms out to a T, and just let your legs fall to the left, looking over your right shoulder, out your right arm. Let that foot be a weight on the knee, shoulders down, chest up to the ceiling, lengthening your torso. Relax your face, relax your jaw. A nice twist for your inner organs. Release that. And our final pose before Shavasana is just a little bit of a happy baby. You've just been with Kingston. So it's going to have good memories, not the memories of him teething. Just roll, rock a little bit if it feels good. Or just pull your knees down to your armpits. You can grab your toes, the outside of your legs, or the outside of your feet or your legs, whatever you can reach, whatever is the most comfortable. And then we're going to release everything into our final Shavasana corpse pose. So let your feet flop open, your hands down, off to the side, palms up. Just any feeling that you have, any little spots that you need to release, go ahead and do that. Think about our mantra, this is a time for stillness. This is a time for breath. And just relax everything. Relax your face, your head, your body. We're going to do a little bit of a meditative body scan. But the first thing I want you to do is, with your eyes closed, look between your third eye, your bindi. And it's like you're looking up into a black sky, a beautiful night sky. And you see a bright shining star. Maybe it's a crescent moon. I see a star. And it's like the light that shines down is the light of love, a light of stillness and peace. And just look at that star and let it bring you a sense of calmness, stillness throughout your whole body. And then the star, it's like there's little lights shimmering down from it. And those lights are hitting your body just very gently. They're warm, tingly. Feel it in your palms. And it's like the light that's coming down is filling your palm with love. It's weighting your palm down. You feel that light as you're looking up at the star, the shimmering coming down. You're feeling it on your arms, your shoulders, your torso. Your whole upper body is tingling while at the same time you are releasing all the tension from your face. And that shimmering star is releasing the light of peace and calmness down your legs, your lower legs, and into your feet. Your whole body is tingling with this feeling of energy and calm and peace all at the same time. It's allowing you to let go of any stress or tension in your body because it's just filled with all these other wonderful feelings. Just breathe here and feel how amazing you feel right now. Now take your thumb and gently press it to your index finger. Just feel the skin on skin. Feel the energy between those fingers. Now move it to your middle fingers. Your thumbs are just gently resting. And now move it to your ring finger. Feel the connection in your hand between all these fingers and your thumb, and that energy that you're holding in your palm. And now put your thumbs to your pinkies and just rest it there. And feel all of that peace. When you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Twist your ankles and your wrists, coming back into your body. Arms overhead, feel a big stretch. Your arms and your legs in opposite directions. That your body can feel like it can do it. Release that, bring your knees into your chest. Roll to your right side. Rest your head on your arm for just a moment. Thank yourself for coming to the mat today. Push up back into that seated position that we started with. We're going to take our arms out in a big breath in, gathering up all the light, energy, anything you need for the day, like a big beach ball, and then let your arms down. Release anything you no longer need. We're going to do that one more time. So smile, bring in all the energy, love, lightness, peace, and calm, and exhale all the stress and tension and everything you no longer need. We're going to put our hands back into that cupping, to our palms cupped into our lap. Close our eyes. And we're going to end with an Om, just like we started. So big breath in through your nose. Reach your hands to your heart center. Feel the effects of the yoga and meditation on your body. Mind's tingling. Bow your head and gently whisper, Namaste. Thanks, Teri.